You'll not discover the dimension of Sigma.
In 1913, a group of men loosely bonded together as the St. Lawrence and Jefferson Club founded a fraternity. They chose the name Omega Delta. They rented a house on Stewart Avenue and thus started the odyssey that continues today. 1915. The men of Omega Delta, with high resolve and less than 40 alumni to support them, purchase a house at 730 University Avenue. In 1938, talk accelerates about enlarging the chapter house. The plan being talked about is essentially to create what amounts to a new house, expand its sleeping accommodations, the addition of a west wing with a living room, dining room, and kitchen, and installing a brick veneer over the existing frame structure. War breaks out in December of 1941. 4 months later, the new house is dedicated at a special banquet held on April 11, 1942. Already 17 brothers have enlisted to go to war. Enlistments accelerate and the house closes. By 1944, as the tide of the war starts to change, there are only 4 brothers still on campus.
The Navy people had the house during the war, and it was determined that we got the house back, and we took in roomers, as it were.
The building we call home continues to evolve after World War II, with the enlargement of the dining room and the creation of the new front porch in 1958. The house is destroyed by fire in 1994. A new house is built starting immediately after the fire, and the new house is dedicated in 1995. Enlargement of the real estate and parking results from the McGraw Place project. The beach project is finished in 2009.
The new tech center is built in 2014.
A very extensive kitchen and dining renovation was completed in 2017. The main roof was replaced in the midst of the pandemic, and the beach was completely redone in 2022. But our work is not complete as we adapt to the forces of change.
Fraternities have been part of life at Cornell since the opening years of the university. The reason for that was that White believed profoundly in the value of fraternities because Cornell had no residence halls.
The campus of today is a far cry from its inception and the fertile ground for fraternities. Cornell is completing the North Campus residential expansion, adding 2,000 beds and 1,000 dining seats of unrivaled student luxury, intended to give freshmen and sophomores a unified experience. On the other side of the gorge, the College Town rental offering is exemplified by developments like the Lux, enticing upperclassmen and leaving us squeezed in the middle.
My name is Levi Russo, class of 98, and I co-chair the SigmaPi Facilities Committee with John Morrison.
We continually track the condition of the house to properly maintain it, while making capital improvements where needed and able. We are here to tell you that the Pi House is in better shape than most fraternities, but we have some work to do.
This year has been made special by a confluence of factors, including legislation, timing, and our summer rental experiment on Airbnb. We worked a lot on and learned a lot about the house.
The kinds of things we missed in our prior inspections.
We learned what is possible and what is wanted in the Ithaca summer market. Despite our slow startup and partial launch, we raised $21,000 in rental revenue.
But we proved the concept, and we can accurately model future summer revenue at $60,000 to $160,000.
While providing 2 students with the perfect learning experience in hospitality.
That's a game changer by making the house cash flow positive.
The operating budget for SigmaPi is, round numbers, $350,000 a year. For the past 2 years, we've operated at a deficit, a growing deficit, primarily because of smaller pledge classes and a significant number of brothers studying abroad in the spring. I've said before in writing in a number of different places, the situation we're in is not sustainable without change.
2 of our 4 boilers are at the end of their service life.
And Ithaca has passed legislation prohibiting new gas connections now and replacements in 5 years.
Which puts us at a crossroads. Spend $65,000 on new boilers and keep an antiquated heating system that has caused flooding in the past.
Or make the switch to heat pumps now.
The upfront cost is higher, but the benefits are many.
2 mechanical rooms would be converted into singles with great views.
And they provide not just heat in the cold season, but AC during the warm season and air filtration system all year round.
It would replace window AC units that are loud, ugly, and prone to falling.
No one's been hurt so far.
Additionally, 2 of our main bathrooms have often developed leaks to the lower levels, and the poor ventilation causes mold problems. They are long overdue for renovations.
The required renovation also presents an opportunity to add private bathrooms to each of the 4 rooms.
As a stretch goal, we would use the plumbing stacks to add affordable bathrooms to 207 and 208, along with 307 and 308.
The costs add up, but I believe the value exceeds them considerably.
We're adding 2 rooms for a total of 27, with central heating and air conditioning, and adding private baths to 10 rooms.
That raises potential revenue during the academic year as well as the summer.
It makes the house more desirable for rushes, as well as for the seniors that we are encouraging to live in.
Fraternities and sororities between them have produced some of the finest leaders that Cornell has known and still has, and I salute them in that contribution. And amongst these is Sigma Pi. Thank you for the role that you have played, and I hope will continue to play in guiding and nurturing something that strengthens the whole community.
So this is it, your chance to contribute and live out our motto.
Sigma Pi is a gift from those that came before you. Add to it and pass it on.
Once more we pledge our loyalty to Sigma Pi.